What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. How's everybody doing today? Second live stream of the day. We are back and we are in full kick-ass mode. So let me get everything pulled up here. Boom, boom, boom. I see everyone. Hello, everyone. That's my boy Odin's Movie Blog. What's up, man? Let's see. Come on. You gotta work with me here, computer. Ass kicking, that's right. So, all right, let me go find this live stream that we're on so I can pull up the super chat so it's much easier to keep up with, and then we will get into whatever you guys want to talk about. So give me just a minute, because I don't have my normal setup here, so I can't just put all of these amazing screens in front of me because I only have one screen. I usually have multiple screens going. So yeah, no reverse. There's no reversal today, so I am sorry to disappoint everyone. Have you dried out? Yes, I have. All right, so we finally got this pulled up now. Jesus Christ, why does it take so long to do this? Okay, now. All right, so Jeremy, you look like a wounded flamingo jumping into your pool. Mike sounds a bit buffled. Can you guys hear me okay overall? It's going to be, there's going to be an echo sound in here, so I'm working hard to get that cured, but it won't be long. I got good news on the situation in the room that I'm moving everything into, and the mold situation looks to be very minimal. So I'm going to work on that ASAP. So hopefully we will be squared away very soon. So are you going to trash your Ren lightsaber as well? No, I actually like my Kylo Ren lightsaber. So I am going to destroy the Force Awakens Blu-rays though. So hey, oh, there's a Creek Show or Crek Show. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That is so nice. So thank you, Rick Ray, my boy Rick Ray. Jeremy, don't leave us for so long again. I'm sorry. I have had so much going on. So, but I couldn't stand not being away from the live streams for the last 2 or 3 days. So I'm happy to be back. So hello from beautiful Oregon. I love you, man. Not gay here. And that's Aaron Mays. Well, thank you. And Oregon is beautiful. I've been through Oregon one time, and it is just, it's fantastic. I love it so much. And I hope to go back one day. So let's see. LeBron made the wrong move. Philly was the way to go. Depends on how you look at that. It depends on how you look at it. From a business standpoint, he did make a great choice. So, you know, from a basketball standpoint, probably not the best choice, but you're not going to beat Golden State no matter where you go. Waven22 says, hello, Mr. Germany from Sweden. Beautiful as always. Sweden or me? You've got to be talking about Sweden. Greetings from Germany, Jeremy with the G. Greetings from Chicago. LeBron hates Ohio weather too. Yeah, everything's been F. Ryan Johnson, he's a piece of shit. Or a shift. Escape World Show. Colorado Springs, this is great. Let's keep the momentum going. Jeremy, that's Jake M. Thank you, and I appreciate it, and I agree with you. Hello from Tampa Bay, Florida. Not far from me. If LeBron wins a championship in LA, it's going to be, that's 3 championships in 3 different places. That's going to be hard to argue that he's not in the conversation. Jeremy looks high as hell. I am not high as hell. I'm tired as hell because I never sleep. But I am not high because I do not get high. My boy Bacon Boy says, take off the hat and let your soul glow. You guys didn't see where I took off the hat earlier on the live stream after I jumped in the pool? Darth Caesar, John Lawrence needs to teach Ruin Johnson manners. Let's see. Wobbly Boots, you miss me. Of course I missed you. How could I not miss you? Jeremy, name your top 5 all time. Are you talking about basketball, Robert? Basketball players? I can definitely do that. Wes Killingsworth, good to see you, friend. The new room does indeed look like Ruin Johnson's soul. And I am not set up yet. This is kind of just half-assed thrown together. So I can't wait to get everything set up in the new room. So let's see. Jeremy, I called Jason Ward a cuck after he insulted the Star Wars fandom. He threatened me with legal action against my slander. Man, that guy wants to claim that people are slandering. Jeez, get out of here, man. Top 5 basketball players of all time. Jordan, by far. LeBron is number 2. Then Magic. I don't rank players I've seen. I don't go back and rank players. Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Bird. Did you see the video I sent you on Twitter? It says Commander Daniel. I did not see that. I don't recall seeing that. I don't think. I get sent a lot of stuff on Twitter. So am I cutting out? Jesus Christ, man. Why does this keep happening? Hang on. Not cutting out. Hang on. Oh my God. All right, keep me posted because I'm watching it on my, and it seems to be, I'm hardwired and everything right now. So, are we better now? All right, so I'm going to go in here and make sure everything's turned off on my Wi-Fi. So you guys can look at my small collection behind me if you want. So do you want to look at my collection? Hang on just a minute. All right, all Wi-Fi is on? Huh? Are you on the switch? All right. All righty, I'm back. I would imagine it's YouTube because my internet connection is very strong here. So so Master Chief secretly wants to be Mario. That's right. That's right. Did you guys enjoy seeing the toys and everything? So here, let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? So we have Master Chief wearing a Mario hat, which is awesome. We obviously have Maul. We have Roger. We have Thanos. We have Luke, Ahsoka. I've got this right here where it's Ahsoka and it's Anakin from the Clone Wars, and then behind them is the versions they become into Rebels. So that's pretty cool. I have my Cobra Commander. That's the straight arm Cobra Commander, and then the hooded Cobra Commander. This is Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy. We got Woody, obviously. We've got, I know everybody's probably hating the fact that I have Kylo Ren behind me. My Funkos for G.I. Joe figures. And look, let's just talk about it. This is one of the best TV series ever, and you're just going to have to accept this as fact right here. One of the best TV series ever. I love this series so much. So, all right. Jeremy, how long will you be streaming? I don't know. I'm just going to go for as long as people watch. I don't really have a plan for how long I'm going to go. I just kind of wanted to make this a random live stream tonight since I've been out of the game so long, and by my standards, that's 3 days. So let me see. Art Vanley, which Batsuit do you prefer, Begins or the Dark Knight? That's a good question. That's a really good question. I definitely prefer the voice in Begins over the Dark Knight. I think I prefer the Begins suit over the Dark Knight as well. It's close, but I think I prefer the Batman Begins suit. That's a good question. I'm looking to see what we got here. You never seen Wings? Wings is so good. It's just like it used to come on. It used to come on the USA Network constantly. They used to play like 4 episodes back to back to back to back. I loved Wings. Wings was so good. I could watch it anytime, and it just cheers me up. So, Bacon Boy, you're not down with Serpentor. I like Serpentor. I know a lot of GI Joe fans don't like Serpentor. I like Serpentor. I worship GI Joe the movie, the animated version, not the live action versions. So it was friends, cheers in an airport. That's a good explanation, Bradley. That's a good explanation. So Nicholas Glenn, do you know what's going on with EVS and Comics Gate? I know the basics. I mean, I talk to Ethan all the time, so I know the general stuff of what's going on. I probably don't know a whole lot outside of what you guys know, but yeah, I know the basics. So, are you going to be on the High Council? If you are, be careful. It's going to be heated. Of course, I'm going to be on the High Council. The High Council is going to be on the Geeks and Gamers channel tomorrow. So I am very, very excited. So looking forward to it. It got heated today. Now, I don't know about this unless there's something new that happened. I don't know about any new developments. So if there are any new developments, fill me in. So what the hell is Serpentor from G.I. Joe? You don't know about Serpentor? You got to look it up. Look up G.I. Joe the movie and Serpentor. Jeremy, you watch the Transformers movies. If you're talking about the new ones, yeah, I mean I've seen them. But if you're talking about the 80s cartoon and the 80s film, absolutely, the animated film, and I loved it. So Replicant 777 says, bro, you're live all the time. Not as much as I want to be lately though. I've missed a lot. So I watched Ethan this afternoon and he seemed really pissed. I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't know what's going on. So but I don't want to speculate. Seeing as Ethan and I are friends, I'm not going to speculate anything going on. So I'll have to check that out. I am not familiar with any of that though. Comrade Commodore, 4 years of blame. Kevin Love trade rumors. Now he's the only one left. Poor guy stuck to play with JR and Tristan. I think Kevin Love may be out of Cleveland before it's all said and done. So we shall see. Who's your favorite MMA fighter? I don't really watch MMA. I don't watch UFC. I'm just not into it. I mean, I only watch with I watch when there's like a WWE wrestler that's involved, and that's the only time I've really watched it. Mike Zero has officially sided with Kathleen Kennedy. What? I don't even know what's going on with that. So, Memphis Dale, I look forward to Married with Children Funkos. Brighton Cherry says, "Wow, Jeremy, screw the Dark Knight and Batman and Begin suits. The Batman and Robin suit is where it's at." I see a lot of Sergeant Slaughter love. So Justin Panlazuigi. There was beef between Uncle E and Doug also. Okay, well, I do not know about that. And like I said, seeing as me and Ethan and I are friends, I'm not going to speculate on all that, but I side with Ethan because Ethan is awesome. So that's where my allegiance will lie. So Ethan's just been a great friend to me. You know, since we've got to know each other, he's given me a lot of great advice on how to handle the following that we have now, and I really appreciate all of the encouraging words that he's always has for me and the advice. So Fanaheim, do you like Top Gun? Are you looking forward to the Top Gun sequel? I love Top Gun, and I'm definitely looking forward to the Top Gun sequel. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. I love Tom Cruise. I will always be a Tom Cruise fan. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I do. I think he's great. So Joe Voss, hours of entertainment from you. So have a super chat and keep the fight. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. And you're always super supportive. So I really just appreciate that. It really just like, I don't know. I just really appreciate, you know, how supportive you guys are. And it makes me feel really, it's a big confidence booster when I see this type of support. And it means a lot. So what's the best parody account on Twitter, says Mr. Mystery 64. Oh man. I mean, there's so many of them. And Mr. Mystery, I think you created one of them. I can't remember which one you created, but I know you created one of them about me. I'm not going to pick and choose because they're all like, I like them all. I do. I know that's a weak answer, but I like them all. So, Well, I mean, and this is the more that we our following grows, the more you're going to have jealous people coming after you and trying to claim that you're this or you're that, or you're that they try to find any little thing they can to try to discredit anybody these days. That's why I've kind of just been so open about things, with my politics and stuff like that, and just my flaws and all this stuff. Because it's like, look, man, if you're going to try to use it, if you're going to try to weaponize, if you're just going to weaponize people's like thoughts and their mistakes or their political beliefs or their religious beliefs, then I'll just own it right here and there. Like it's kind of like just using all of that stuff against people, like basically like Eminem did in 8 Mile to Papa Doc. Basically, just take it all and throw it right back in his face and just be like, "What now?" That's how I look at it. So. I'm done with Star Wars. Thanks, Ruin Johnson, says Mick Joseph. I agree. Fortnite is cancer. I'm thinking you're not a fan of Fortnite. Says Star Wars is dead. I honestly, I kind of feel like Star Wars is dead at this point. I really do. Like, do I believe it's dead to the point where it can never come back? No, never said that. Never said that. But I do feel that for what Star Wars could be and what Star Wars always has been, I feel like that it's basically dead until someone comes in and revives it and brings it back to its glory days. So General Jeremy goes Eminem. Hey, Eminem was the man. Eminem back in the day was just incredible. Nobody was more on point than Eminem back in the Slim Shady days. It's sad what he has become in recent years, pandering to SJW nonsense. But again, SJW nonsense ruins everything it gets involved with. So it even destroyed Eminem. So James Lloyd Tiffner, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Let's see. Eminem was awesome. That's kind of the general, that's the general belief amongst us all is he was awesome. Escape World Show, thank you. Says we love you, Jeremy. Thank you. Hang on. Let me see. Jeremy, I'm the soldier that made a Geeks and Gamers tactical hat. Do you have an email address that you can state publicly? I want to email you. Jeremy@geeksandgamers.com. That's Jeremy@geeksandgamers.com. And so, and I'm way behind on the email, so I'm trying to get caught up. And so, Geeks and Gamers still disagree with you. TFA sucked. Chris Shaver says that. Well, unlike a lot of the shill media out there, I'm okay having people disagree with me, and I totally understand. I get it, and so yeah, not a big deal. I respect your opinion, and we can still coexist within this community because diversity of thought is very welcome at Geeks and Gamers. So let's see. Escape World Show, what is your favorite candy? Oh man, that's a good question. My favorite candy? I mean, I guess we can qualify that as a candy bar, and I'm a whatchamacallit and a Three Musketeer guy. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that one. So Star Wars is Ahsoka for me. We all love Ahsoka. So you can actually find videos of YouTube or about people trying to apologize for The Last Jedi and saying the movie is art. Again, man, look, I think, for the most part, everybody that's watching this live stream, everybody that watches this channel, we're all Star Wars fans. We all want to see Star Wars succeed. We all want to see it be amazing. And some of us overlook things. And some of us are willing to put our blinders on at times. I did that. I'm sure some of you have done that at times. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. But I would think most of us have watched movies in general, not just Star Wars movies, where it took us a little while to accept that maybe that movie wasn't good or not. And I feel like that's happened with a lot of people with The Last Jedi. It happened with me for my first time watching it. And I wanted to love it. And I've heard everybody say that, we're just a bunch of people who just had didn't do what we wanted it to do, so we wanted to hate on it. That's not the case at all, especially with me. As much as I don't like it, I was trying to convince myself I did like it. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are going through that. And I feel like slowly but surely, the pendulum is swinging, and now people are starting to see, hey, this movie's a problem. So Jack Striker, everyone needs to support Rebel Force Radio. Making Star Wars, non-male dog Jason Ward and others are targeting their sponsors and lying about them. I agree. Everyone does need to support RFR. It's just it's ridiculous, man. Like, these people are so intimidated by anybody that disagrees with them. I've heard some horror stories now about making Star Wars. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand how people are so intimidated by opposing opinions. It's just ridiculous. So, Jeremy, are you saying Star Wars is now a zombie franchise? That's Game Motron. I mean, it's not quite a zombie franchise, but I think that Disney's okay. To say Star Wars is dead, maybe not be accurate. Disney's Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is still very much alive. And that's why we have everyone here in this live chat. We have everyone subscribing to this channel because we do love Star Wars. We definitely do. But Disney's Star Wars is dead. I think that's the proper way to probably formulate this, because Star Wars is still alive and well, but it's George Lucas's Star Wars that we're talking about. Nicholas Glenn, who's going to be the special guest on the High Council? I am actually going to bring Doomcock back for the Geeks and Gamers channel. I was going to have Jesse come back, but I wanted Doomcock, and I haven't even told Jesse this yet. I got to call her, and she's doing a fencing thing anyway. But Doomcock wasn't able to be on with EVS, so I think with EVS, myself and Jeff and Doomcock, I think that's going to be a great show. So Obi-Wan 27883, Jeremy, I followed up with an email as promised. Were you able to see it? I think I remember seeing your email, but I will check on it. So let me see here. I gotta find it. Rick Ray, Jeremy disagrees with me on a major point, but he has treated me with utmost respect, and I feel we are friends. Still boycott Star Wars Celebration. Thank you, Rick, and you've been really just amazing. You've been an amazing aspect of our community. So, so thank you so much for your kind words. Jeremy, EVS is under attack from undercover spy boys who are pretending to be his friends. They're just hating on him because people care more about Star Wars than Comicsgate, or yeah, Star Wars than Comicsgate. They are hurting him as friends. I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm gonna have to hit him up as soon as this live stream is over. It's some of the stuff that's going on, man. It's crazy. Did I skip over your super chat? All right, let me open my super chat screen so I can. All right, I got my super chat screen open now. So, Abundance. Do you think Episode 9 can do under $800 million? I actually do. I said that, you know, I think it's definitely going to do under 1 billion as we are currently sitting. They could completely come up with something unforeseen and blow everything out of the water. But right now, currently as it stands, I think Episode 9 does under $1 billion at the worldwide box office. And I think that there's a serious, maybe serious is the wrong word. There is a chance it does lower than 800 million. So yeah, we're on the same page with that. So let's see. Everyone is Jerry followed up. All right, Rick Ray, Break All Day, great job. Star Wars only fix for Episode 9 equals Ezra and Ahsoka pull Luke in. He doesn't become a Force ghost. A lot of people floated that idea. Again, I don't think that's possible. As much as I want to see it happen, as long as Dave Filoni's involved, and as much as they should do it, I don't think that. I don't even know if Abrams knows who Ahsoka and Ezra are. I don't know if Kathleen Kennedy knows who Ahsoka and Ezra are. So Alexis Evans says some people these days get too easily offended. Example, dislike on Star Wars. You are correct. You are correct. All right. See what we got going on here. Make Star Wars great again, Jeremy. Or make Star Wars Jeremy again. That's what you said, Escape World. They would never use characters outside of the standard films, I suspect. It's possible. It's very possible. So Clone Wars is great. Of course, Tyler has to use Decay just to mess with me. So, all right, finally broke 400. So I'm happy to see that. I know I put LeBron in the title because I figured a lot of people were going to ask me about that. And I just wanted to kind of set a precedent. So I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, he's going to talk about sports. Hell with this live stream. So, dude, what's up with Star Wars Theory? He has a great video about Ryan Johnson. Nothing. I mean, I'm going to have Theory on this channel very soon. So definitely looking forward to that. So let me see. Anygro94. Hello from Italy, Jeremy. Wow, from Italy. Man, thank you. Thank you so much. That's great. Optimus Skywalker 77 says sports suck. I know most of you are going to say that. I see that they signed Rondo. I see it. Vanilla Ice over Eminem says Mike Bushnell. That is not accurate at all. Jeremy is Carrie. You mean Carrie Hart, but is Carrie Hart going to be the president of Lucasfilm? No, I don't think so. I have heard that rumor, but I don't think that there's no way they're that dumb. There's no way they're that dumb. There's just no way. Jeremy got a PS4, says MCOC_Josh. Yes, I do have a PS4. Where's Lauren? I don't know where Lauren's at tonight. She should. I'm pretty sure everyone has gotten their equipment. And so we're going to be getting everyone set up. And we're going to go back to our show, the Common Sense crew that we talked about, myself, Ivan, Anna, and Jesse. And we're going to get Lauren set up too. So, oh, Vanilla is better than Eminem, not Vanilla Ice. My bad, Mike. My bad. I misread it. Alexis Evans says Disney Star Wars probably do not like strong women like Ventress or Ahsoka. No, because it hurts their narrative. It hurts their narrative. So Ventress is amazing. So Jeremy is going to be offered a job with Star Wars. You just watched that CH Steele. I doubt that. I doubt that. Who do you think injects Disney Star Wars with SJW agenda? Says Abundance. Who I think? I mean, I obviously I think it starts at the top, and it's Kathleen Kennedy, and she has created this culture, and the culture she has created has bled out into all aspects of it. So, yeah. All right. The Man with a Plan, favorite John Candy movie? Great question. Honestly, I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit here because it's not technically a John Candy movie, but John Candy's in it, and that's Home Alone. So, I mean, Abundance. I mean, maybe Bob Iger, but I mean, Bob Iger. Look, there's no doubt Bob Iger is, a far left leaning guy. Far left's probably the wrong thing. I mean, he's not like that insanely far left, but he is definitely a left leaning guy and an SJW guy. But I mean, look what he's allowed to happen at Marvel. I mean, they've kept it out for how many every years now that's going on. I don't feel like there's a lot of SJW's nonsense in Pixar movies. So, I mean, I'm not saying that Bob Iger doesn't have those. I'm not saying Bob Iger doesn't have those beliefs, but he's not interjected it into everything Disney. So I feel like it's Kathleen Kennedy. So Jimmy B says comicbook.com reports Billy D. Williams convention appearance cancellation offers more Star Wars Episode 9 clues. Really? See, but having Billy D. come back, that just feels like a bad cop out to me. That just feels like a pathetic attempt to use another character from the original trilogy to market Episode 9. That's exactly what I think is happening. And we all wanted to see Billy D in The Force Awakens. We wanted to see him back in The Last Jedi prior to it coming out. Now it just feels like a pathetic attempt to use another original trilogy character to market your film because you've ruined everything within these movies. That's how it feels to me. So, all right. They better not kill Lando. They might. All right, hit me with some questions. So I am all caught up. I'm all caught up on super chats. Braden says, "Hey guys." Hey Braden, how are you? How's the vacation? I am not on a vacation. I've been working my ass off, even though I haven't been on YouTube. So I wish I'd been on vacation, but technically, I guess a vacation away from YouTube, but not a vacation in reality. So let's see. When are you going to have reviews for you on who better to chat with about Star Wars and Lucasfilm employee with Lucasfilm insider info? Very soon, very soon. So all right. Shouldn't we also blame J.J. Abrams for making Luke Skywalker a quitter in The Force Awakens? You can, and I'm not going to argue with you on that. But I just feel like the setup was perfect for them to evolve that story. But I understand where you're coming from, and I understand why people are so frustrated with what happened in The Force Awakens and how ultimately the blame falls within J.J. Abrams. For me, I just thought there was a great setup and a great opportunity that could have been played off of that, and it didn't happen. So, favorite G.I. Joe toy vehicle? Probably Sergeant Slaughter's Triple T, mainly because that was such a hard toy to find growing up, and it was almost like a legendary thing that nobody could find. Is the Sergeant Slaughter and the Triple T. So it was so amazing. So let's see. Teen or 10, I don't know exactly how you say that, but thank you for the super chat. Everything Disney touches involving Star Wars has been tainted. Only thing decent was Ahsoka book, but they fucked with the established lore. And I liked Rebels. I did like Rebels. So and again, I didn't hate Rogue One. I liked Rogue One, and obviously I like The Force Awakens. So, but The Force Awakens retroactively has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. So NOJ Troll Patrol. Here you go. Thanks to the guys like you that the fandom to. Thanks to guys like you, the fandom shall never bow to those cash grabbers. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. Excited for the new Bumblebee movie? Pretty excited. I still haven't watched the trailer because I try to avoid trailers, but I've heard really good things about it. So Brian Raver says hello from Scotland. Well, hello and thank you so much. Justin says, did you hear Ray never beat Luke? He slipped per the gods of rewriting history at Marvel. And Broman, would you have liked to seen a descendant of Revan in this new trilogy? I am not as versed on Revan as a lot of people, but I'm familiar enough with Revan, and I just don't know. Like, do they not understand? Like, do they not understand how universally accepted Revan would be if they would have brought something that linked back to him or anything? They don't get it, man. They don't pay attention to anything other than the political side of things, and not the lore, and not the history, and not the fandom, and not just what the fans want and what people are asking for. But at this point, I don't think even people want to see them messing with Revan in the Disney Star Wars universe anymore. And there's somebody right there just said it. No, get Revan away from Disney. Qui-Gon Jinn says hello, everyone from England. Let's see. Sith Lord Luke Skywalker says, "What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Sith Lord?" Someone said, "What type of Nintendo games or what Nintendo games are you looking forward to the most?" And it's Smash. It's Smash and Mario Party. Mario Party or Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge. Walt Disney World let me get caught up here. Let me get caught up here. Okay, Obi-Wan 27883. Have you seen the hang on, did I just lag out again? Jesus. All right, have you seen the Vito video, Why Star Wars The Last Jedi is a Complete Cinematic Failure? It's pretty on point, has over 1.2 million views. I have not seen that yet. Have not seen that. Let me see. Jeremy, you know nothing about writing. Rey in TFA is the worst character design possibly, maybe the worst ever protagonist design in Hollywood film. Well, I never claimed I know anything. I just give you my opinions. Whether you think my opinion's valid or not, I mean, clearly my opinion must be valid enough for you to all cap respond to me. So I never claimed to know anything other than give my opinion. So you've given my opinion way too much credibility if you're all capping me with responses. So let me see. Alexis Evans, do you think Transformers will take the place of Star Wars? What do you mean? Do you think Transformers will take the place of Star Wars? If you're talking like no, I don't. I think Transformers is garbage. At least the live action Transformers. But I do think that Guardians of the Galaxy for me has replaced Star Wars. Like, I think Guardians of the Galaxy is the modern day Star Wars right now. It's that good. It's not quite as good as the original trilogy, but it's as good as I've ever seen in comparison to Star Wars, in my opinion. So Brady or LeBron James? Brady. Brandon Stratton says Brady or LeBron James is Brady. Brady is the GOAT, and it's not even close. So Felix Haas says, hi, Jeremy. Hi, Felix. How are you? Lincoln Stark, have you caught any of the videos by Mauler and the Dishonored Wolf on The Last Jedi? Keep up the good fight. You got soldiers here in the London, UK. Thank you. Yes, Mauler and Dishonored Wolf are amazing. They do such great content. And yes, but I've seen both of those. So Mauler's, I love Mauler's videos. So Abundance, hey, can someone super chat this? I have a feeling Kathleen Kennedy is General Grievous and Palpatine behind the SJW nonsense has yet to be revealed. Also, do you like Joe Rogan's podcast, Jeremy? I like Joe Rogan. I don't listen to Joe Rogan that much, not because I just don't have a lot of time, but yeah, I totally I like Joe Rogan. So all right, so stream holding up okay? Looks like the stream's holding up okay now. So have you seen Cecil naked? Winston Smith wants to know. Thankfully, no, I have not, because I'm still alive and breathing. Because if I would have witnessed that, I probably would not be here with you right now. Sauce Guy says hello from Houston, Texas. Hello, Sauce Guy. Joseph Wallace, here's a Dr. Pepper or sweet tea on me. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. It will be a Dr. Pepper. It definitely will be. And Anygro94, just a little gift for keeping me entertained on my way to work. Love what you and others YouTubers do for the fandom. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Because look, it's my job is to come on here and keep you entertained. And if I don't entertain you, and if I don't keep you engaged in the conversations, and if I don't try to respond to each one of you, then I'm not doing my job. So I'm here to do my job, and I work for you. Like, I literally work for you. You tell me what you want me to do, and if it's something I feel like I can provide and I can be, if I can give you good insight on it, that's what I'm here to do. So it's that simple. So let's see. He's going to use that $2 on a sweet tea. He's lying. Hey, I like sweet tea now. I do like sweet tea. So let's see. Antoine Vance, Jeremy, if I wrote a respectful and well thought out blog post about how I would have written The Last Jedi or how to fix The Last Jedi, would you take a look at it? I will take a look at it. Jeremy at geeksandgamers.com. Let's see. They asked him to dive in his pool, and he did it this morning. It was awesome. Hey, I had fun with that one. So Jeremy, slow chat is deceiving, and I keep refreshing to see my message, see if my messages show. Oh, I got you right here, Alexandre. I got you right here. But that's the first one I've seen from you. But that doesn't mean you haven't been commenting. It's the only one I've seen. Ramen hair is entertaining. The pool dive. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the pool dive. I'm glad you guys. There's Mark saying pool dive. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. So I will bring more entertaining stuff like that for you in the future. So I want to see Jeremy jump in the pool again, says Mittens. Not right now. I'm in my house. I'm not walking through my house to go out to the pool. Let's invite Abu Nas to drop some rhymes. Abu Nas is always welcome on Geeks and Gamers, and I'm going to work on doing something with him very soon. Tyler says, shave your head, Jeremy. I've shaved my head before, man. Right now, it's my hair is, I hate it. I really hate my hair, but I'm going to let it grow out. I'm getting to that age where I don't know if I'll have hair forever. So I'm going to hold on to it for as long as I can. So Jeremy in a Speedo, nobody wants to see that. Trust me, nobody wants to see that. Dang, I missed the pool dive. Just go back to my live video from earlier. People are timestamping it in the comments. So let's see. Is Jeremy going to be the bathroom attendant at Disney's surprise Rupert at Disney and surprise Rupert Murdoch? If Chuck Norris had a weak point, it'd be Ryan Johnson. What the hell is up, says Diamond Rattler. Not much, man. Just chilling. The NBA hates America just like the NFL. Oh, I mean, yeah, the political stuff in the NBA and the NFL it's really a big turnoff. So it's been very frustrating. I just tried to ignore it. So Stick Pit 79, my son loves your intro. You guys want an intro? What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today we are in the live stream having a lot of discussions with the amazing geeks and gamers community. So let's see. Do you think the fans will boycott the Disney theme park? That's Brian, and I don't think so. It's such a different dynamic. The theme park crowd is just so different. A lot of worldwide international visitors go to Disney World, and it's a vacation spot. I mean, just like me, as someone that gets so tired of SJW nonsense, for me, and maybe I'm wrong, I mean, at least from my perspective, what I can tell you is what I experienced, and I never have a feeling of SJW nonsense at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World is an escape for me. It's a special place for me. So I personally don't see people that would boycott the theme parks or even Star Wars Land or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But that's just me speaking from my perspective. I could be wrong on that. Rick Ray, Speedo, I'd pay more for super chats to see that. Oh, Lord. Y'all are a trip. Jeremy, Hollywood Hogan or Steve Austin? You say Hollywood for life. So I'm an Austin guy. I'm a Stone Cold guy. So it's Stone Cold all day long. I grew up on Hogan. Hogan was my hero. Hogan was a real life superhero when I was growing up. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time. So, Jeremy, do you think Disney receives political donations to inject movies with political concepts? That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never thought about that. So that's a great question. Do I think that? I hate to give an answer without having any knowledge of that situation at all. Or I've never thought about it, I guess is what I'm saying. I get the question, but I'd have to think more on that if I seriously believe that or not. So Stick Pit 79, you just made me smile. Thanks, Jeremy. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. You're all the best. So Stone Cold, open up a can of boycott and whoop ass. Jeremy, favorite sci-fi, not Star Wars, Interstellar. Interstellar is my favorite period, though. So Interstellar is my favorite movie ever. So I'm seeing some wrestling talk. I see the Macho Man. I see the Undertaker. DX over the NWO. Ooh, I got to say NWO, the early NWO, Wobbly Boots, the early NWO, that first 2 or 3 months, nobody's touching that, man. That NWO early days was incredible. So yeah, Jeremy, I just don't think Kathleen Kennedy is the main guy. And you might be right. You might be right. So, but I'm gonna stick with Kathleen Kennedy is the biggest issue. So Let's see, Jeremy, how feminist is Sabine? Color, hair, and everything. I thought Sabine came off as a bit of a Mary Sue, and I was worried what type of character she was going to be as Rebels progressed. But I actually ended up really liking Sabine. I get how you could come to that conclusion based on how Rick Ray says Dusty Rhodes, he was the original, taught them all. Dusty Rhodes is a legitimate legend. No arguing here. Oh, El Dorado says Earthquake. If you remember Earthquake, then you remember some old school wrestling right there. I'm getting F's again. So I guess I'm buffering again. Seriously? Let me know in the chat how we're doing here. Fortnite is cancer. Hey man, can you make a video on social justice and gaming and that sort of video? Don't apologize for commenting. You can comment as much as you want. You're never bothering me, and I'm definitely actually working on some stuff for that type of gaming type of videos. So just bear with me. Yeah, some people are saying it's buffering. Some people are saying it's not. So for me, it's not buffering on my end, and I'm watching my live stream on my phone, and so I don't know why it's not working for some of you. So fucking YouTube, man, I need to get it together. Sorry for the cursing. So I'm seeing a lot of wrestling discussion though, so I'm digging that. Old school. I remember Roddy Piper. That's what I'm talking about. So cursing is awesome. Ouch my ears. Big Van Vader passed away a couple weeks ago. Sucks to see another legend die. Rest in peace, Big Van Vader. I was legitimately scared of Big Van Vader. I was terrified of Big Van Vader back in the day, man. Like I was so scared of him. Especially like those early WCW days. I was terrified. Golly, he was so amazing. Mattuine says Gareth Edwards' Godzilla and Rogue One are two of my favorite movies. We know he's best buds with Ruin Johnson. Would you like to see Edwards come back for another Star Wars movie? So I really enjoyed Godzilla from Gareth Edwards. I had a couple of critiques about it, but overall I really enjoyed that movie. And like I said, I did like Rogue One. So I don't know how much of Rogue One he had to do with though, because they did like a ton of reshoots in that movie. And I think that Kennedy didn't want to get rid of another director, so they let him stay on, and he played ball with them. But overall, based on those two movies, I would say, yeah, I would like to see Gareth Edwards return. He's done the best job up to this point. Even though I like The Force Awakens, you have to look at what JJ's allowed to happen with The Force Awakens since it released, and you have to hold him accountable for that. So from that perspective, it appears Rogue One is by far the best Disney Star Wars movie so far. So, and you have to acknowledge that. Even if I prefer The Force Awakens over it in isolation, you have to say that Rogue One has easily been the most well received. So the Nature Boy is like, if you want to talk about like great wrestlers, like the Nature Boy, man, like he is just dude was in the hospital for like a week on his deathbed, and he got up right out of the hospital before he even left, and he cut a better promo than Roman Reigns could. Like the Nature Boy is just on another level. So be glad you're not a Doctor Who fan. That franchise has also fallen SJW politics, so has Star Trek. Yeah, I'm not a Doctor Who person. So is Jeremy going to be the president? How many people do we have watching now? We have 450 people watching. So welcome to everyone. This is just a random Q&A. I just want to entertain you guys and answer some questions and BS. I didn't really have a topic, so I just figured we'll just talk whatever you guys want. The Ultimate Warrior, amazing. So hell yeah, woo, says Brad Noble. Jeremy 2028. Jeremy for president of Lucasfilm. What up, says Darth Revan. Eddie Guerrero, greatness. Roll Tide, Nate Dogg B. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, 450 people, says John Smith. Yeah, Roman Reigns sucks, not the Kurt Angle way. Roman Reigns is terrible. He is so bad. It's just ridiculous. Well, when we get to 1,000, you should jump in the pool again, says Sean Legault. WWF Wrestler of the Night, Hulk Hogan, says Kyle Beeson. That's, hey, no hate here. Like I said, Hulk Hogan was legitimately a real life superstar for me growing up. I'll never forget it. So, Jeremy, any plans for the 4th of July? No, I'm kind of a homebody. I don't really do things like I'm just a homebody. So I'll just sit at home and probably make a YouTube video for you guys. That's probably all I'll do. So, Rob Rowley says, love you, Jeremy. You're my favorite. Thank you. Like, seriously, I'm like, I can't, for anybody to say I'm their favorite YouTuber, it blows my mind. I don't like, I don't know. It blows me away. I watch people, like PewDiePie and all these other, YouTubers, and I'm not saying I'm PewDiePie. I'm not. No, PewDiePie is he's the king of YouTube. But to hear people say that I'm their favorite YouTuber, that's ridiculously humbling to hear. So Warthorn says, great channel you have. Love it here, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jeremy, let's see. Do you think WWE will step up their game on Fox? Says Aaron Parsons. Look, man. I mean, right now WWE Network is killing it. The ratings are still very strong. Vince has got enough money to start the XFL. So I mean, WWF is just or E has moved on from me. It's just not for me. So I'm glad that that it works for other people, and that's kind of where I'm with Star Wars. Like if Star Wars was successful and if the box office numbers were great and the crowd was loving it, I would be fine saying maybe it doesn't work for me, but that's not the case. Like Star Wars is legitimately broken right now. And you have the WWF or WWE that I've loved for so long, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I finally gave up on it because I was like, like it just isn't for me. But it's been successful still. So as long as it's successful, more power to them. So that's how I look at it. Ho Hum says you're my favorite white male. Jeremy versus Jeremy Johns. Let's see. People are sending me all kinds of tweets right now. What do you think of the XFL, says Brandon Stratton. I think Vince McMahon is a genius. I think that he tried something. Like that's the thing about today's culture is everyone is so interested in pointing out when people fail. And they don't want to respect that people took risks. That's why I said with Ryan Johnson, like, I don't have a problem if you want to take risks, and he took a risk. My bigger problem with Ryan Johnson is that now that it's pretty much clear that his risk failed and he broke the fandom, instead of owning anything, he blames everyone else. That's my problem with him. And Disney as a whole has done that. So with the XFL, Vince is a pioneer. Vince is a genius. And Vince tried something. And it did not, it failed. It failed miserably. And so I think that Vince learned from his mistakes. And do I think the XFL can rival the NFL? No, I don't. But I do think that the XFL is going to be successful this time around. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. So WWF 85 to 87 was the best. I mean, I love the Attitude Era, but the Golden Era, the Golden Age, the era you're talking about was just magic. It was magic. So, do you consider WWE a sport? Absolutely. I consider professional wrestling a sport, 100%. I wonder how many of you are going to disagree with me on that. I've been fighting with people over this for years. So, what do you guys think? Is WWF a sport? Let me know. I want your take on this. So Soren Sky says, sorry, Godzilla 2014 was shit, bland, and boring lead. All right, so some people are saying yes, yes, yes. Sports entertainment. No, it's a show. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Jeremy, remember to eat and sleep. All right, so I'm going to give you my reasons why professional wrestling is, in fact, a sport, because it is based on competition. Now, a lot of people look at it and go, well, it's predetermined, so it can't be a sport because there's no competition. That is not how wrestling works. You have, all right, so right now, I'm live on YouTube, okay? And I'm doing what I planned to do, have a random conversation with our followers and answer questions and things like that. Some of you seem to think I'm good at what I do. Others may not, but the numbers say that I'm at least somewhat decent at what I'm doing, and based on the audience reception. And that's how professional wrestling works. If you go in front of a live audience, you have to perform, and you have to perform at a high level. And if you do not perform at that high level, the audience is going to reject you. So Stone Cold Steve Austin became the biggest wrestling name in the history of the business. Why? Is it because Vince McMahon liked him? Or is it because Vince McMahon said, hey, I'm going to pick you out of the crowd to be our top guy? No, Austin worked for it. He put in the time. He studied the ring psychology. He worked with other legends. He figured out the gimmick. He came out there and cut the best promos in the business. And he put on amazing matches. He worked at it. He worked his ass off. So did The Rock. So did Triple H. All of these guys work to get better every single day. And then they go out in front of a live audience and they perform at the highest level possible. And if they don't perform at that high level, they're not going to continue to be on TV. So it is a competition. It's not a competition of who wins and loses the match. It's a competition of who wins the audience. It is a sport. It is a physically grueling sport. Look up the numbers for professional wrestlers and their injuries every year. Look how much they travel. These guys are legitimate professional athletes, and it is a sport. Okay, I'll drop it. Now, let me get back to the super chats because I saw a few of them come in. Let's see. Okay, Nicholas Glenn, Happy Doomcock is coming back. Go jump in the pool. Popularity contests are not a sport. No, but a physical display of talent is a sport, and that is what wrestling is. You have to be physically fit. It is a actual physical combative match, and you are in competition with everyone else in that locker room. And so if popularity contests are not a sport, then that means that gymnastics is not a sport, right? Because that's literally a popularity contest. Whoever impresses the judges wins, right? That's a popularity contest. So hang on, let me catch up here and see what you guys are saying. Kevin Nash was a beast. I like Kevin Nash. He's not the greatest wrestler, but you know, he was good. Then why is Roman Reigns pushed to the top? Roman Reigns is pushed to the top because they want him, but the audience has rejected him at every turn. He can't win the audience over. It doesn't matter how much creative pushes him in their faces. They cannot make the audience accept Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is not good. So that's exactly my point. Like Stone, he was hunting Steve when he was the ringmaster. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin kicked the door down and he made it his own. And that is why, like, remember when The Rock came out and he was Rocky Maivia and it was a Rocky sucks chant? Rocky Maivia, The Rock, had to change everything about what he was doing. And he had to out a new gimmick. And when the Roman Reigns cannot win the crowd over, no matter what. I love Sting. Sting is one of the legends. Sting is a true legend. So being a teacher is a sport. I mean, do teachers actually do physical, combative things in front of a live audience every single night? What are you guys talking about? What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy cutting. Did you say cutting? Oh, cutting you another promo. Let's see. Mark Chamber, any interest in Anthem? Favorite game and genre? My favorite game, like video game, I've said this 1,000 times, but it's Mario Kart games. But outside of that, it's Half-Life 2. If I'm actually having to deal with a genre of games, oh my gosh, man. I like survival horror games, so like Resident Evil games and Outlast and things like that. And I also just love me some kart racers. So, let's see how many we got people watching. We got 439 people watching. So welcome all of you. Do you think boxing is a sport? Alexis Evans. Of course boxing is a sport. Absolutely. 100%. Benjamin 33. I'm hoping against I'm hoping against hope that Lucasfilm will decide to bring Luke back alive in episode 9. Is there any chance they will? Unless they do, I will not be paying to see another Star Wars film. Love your channel. I don't think there's a chance they do. I agree with you 100%. That's what they should do. But that's not what they do. So, not at all. So, is Mario Kart a sport? Unfortunately, no, Mario Kart is not a sport, even with a C. So, Resident Evil 5 is a sport. Do you play Punch-Out on NES? That's Belmont's clay art. Yes, that's one of the, like, I still to this day have never beat Mike Tyson. I've never beaten Mike Tyson, ever. I always get so nervous when I face Tyson. So I know that he's easy to beat if you know the rhythm, but he gets in my head, man, and it psychs me out. So let's see. Dwayne Johnson or Stone Cold? Stone Cold, easily. Jeremy, is destroying Star Wars a sport? He bites your ear, says Dave Bob. Do you love an Oreo? Yes, love Oreos, of course. Remember Pro Wrestling on the original Nintendo? That game was the shit. Yes, it was. That game was so good. That game was so good. Just subscribe. Can I get a shout out? Jedi Nerd, shout out. Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being present here in our super chats, or I mean in our regular chat. Megan Stickle says, I love you, Jeremy. You're the best. Thank you, Megan. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Ethan's got something going on tonight, so I guess I'm going to watch that on his channel. So I'll have to check that out. Master of Somebody says, please help me. I need a medical opinion. This is the wrong place to come, man. I apologize. I can't help you. Any medical opinions I give you will probably be detrimental to your health. So Metalhead says, welcome, Jedi Nerd. This place is great. Thank you for welcoming in people. That's awesome. So more awesome metal. WWF is more of a show than a true competition sport. The real wrestling is the one you see on the Olympics, monitored by the UWW. Mattuine, during my college days, Twisted Metal was my sport. Oh my God, Twisted Metal was amazing. You're talking about Twisted Metal 2. Love Twisted Metal series in general. I really wish they would continue to make those games. I mean, they have made them recently, but I just they didn't keep the true spirit of the game for this opinion. But I loved the first few Twisted Metal games. Those games were incredible. All right, back to more awesome metal. So WWF is more of a show than a true competition sport. And I agree with you. I mean, I'm not oblivious to the fact that it's a show aspect. So is the UFC. Like, literally, Brock Lesnar did not deserve a UFC title shot. He just truly did not. But because he had the name, and because UFC is a show and they're trying to get more buy rates on their pay-per-views, then Brock Lesnar was able to get in the ring. CM Punk, I love CM Punk. CM Punk did not deserve to be in a UFC ring. But because he had the name and because it's a show, then he got his opportunity. Everything is a show. So everything in these major shows and sports, it's all a sport. Or I mean, it's all a show, I mean. So Twisted Metal Black was awesome. Yes, it was. Master Matthew 500. I agree with you. WWE is more of keeping up with the Kardashians than the sport. I will say currently you're right. But if you go back to the Attitude Era, like those were some grown ass men competing for the top spot. Like those were shark infested waters back then. And those were guys going out there putting it all on the line every single night, just trying to top one another. So let's see. Okay, hang on. And Antonio Catanese, super hard to get my get response to my chat about Star Wars. I haven't seen your other comments. So Bacon Boy, my super chat got skipped. No, it didn't, because I can look. Hang on. Oh, jump in the pool already. My phone is about to die. I didn't see that one, but I'm glad you reminded me. My bad on that. So, and let me get back to the chat. Okay. Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, says Mike, and I agree with you. I prefer a Link to the Past over Ocarina. Oh, and you said Ocarina of Lame. Damn, is it that bad? I mean, that game is one of the great games ever. So will the Cavs be good without LeBron? No, they will not be good without LeBron. They won't make the playoffs next year. Ninja Gaiden was rock solid. Yes, it was. Are you going to Star Wars Land when it opens? Yes, I am. Let's see. Jeremy, how old are you, bro? I want to know how many people watch this channel consistently, because I've said my age multiple times. So do you guys know how old I am? Do you guys know how old I am? Let's see if anybody knows. Yep. All right. See, we do have some people that know what's going on. So I'm 39. Yep. Nobody believes I'm 39, but I'm 39. So let's see. Somebody just commented and said that they I got your super chat, Hingle. I got you, man. You just joined, so hang on. There it is. Wrestling is an art form like dancing. It is. I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. It definitely is. So, Jeremy, what's the hardest game you have played and completed? Ooh, that's a great question. Probably the original Nintendo, the original Ninja Turtles game on the NES. That game was mother effing insane, and I did beat it a long time ago. But that game was so hard. God, that game was so hard. All right, hang on. We got super chats. We got comments. I'm trying to keep up. All right. Hi, Exodus 24. Are the races on Canto Bite a sport? Love your streams. Megatron 0451. WWE outright says they're not a sport. They would fall under sanctioning by the athletic commission and requires testing. I'm aware of that, and that's Vince playing games, because Vince is a smart dude. So now it's time for you guys to do the gulp, 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 because I'm getting another drink of water. So go ahead. Abundance says the Clone Wars TV show is too kiddie for me. What? Man, that show is so good. You must have only watched like the first season or something. You've got to watch the whole thing. You've got to watch the whole thing. It's so good. Is feminism a sport? Where's the Dr. Pepper? No Dr. Pepper today. So let's see. Jeremy, the next time you jump in your pool on stream, can you dress up as a purple-haired Holdo and jump in with hyperdrive, thus breaking all the swimming pool lore in the process? That's awesome. Yeah, Clone Wars is absolutely phenomenal and pretty dark, says Joe Voss. I agree. I don't know what, like, yeah, see, well, you've only watched first. You've got to watch. Like, I'm telling you, seasons 3, 4, and 5 of the Clone Wars is so good. It's so good. When you get to the Mortis arc, oh man, that stuff with Maul. I mean, it's just so good. It's so good. Let's see. Greg Reeves, the ability to put butts in seats is doing wonders for Tim Tebow's baseball career. Tebow's actually playing fairly well, but I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, if his name wasn't Tim Tebow, he wouldn't have gotten the chance. And I'm a huge Tim Tebow fan. So, but it's true. It's all about, the bottom line. So I'm loving the Clone Wars love. I'm seeing a lot of Clone Wars love, and I'm very, very, that makes me super happy. Let's see. Adam S says, I watched seasons 1 and 2 of Rebels and I stopped. Jeremy's been inspiring me to pick back up on it. Again, I'll say this about Rebels again. It does not have the consistency of the Clone Wars, but that season 2 finale that season 2 finale is still one of the greatest moments in Star Wars history. It just gives me chills every time. And seasons 3 and 4 and all that, they're good, but there are some great episodes within them. But there are some really bad filler episodes within Rebels, no doubt about it. So, can you please fill your empty shelves? I'm working on it. Let's see. Wrestling became more real when I heard about Owen Hart's death. That was tragic. Yes, that was very tragic. Very tragic. New Battletoads coming soon. Now that's a hard game. I never beat Battletoads, but that is a hard ass game right there. Very hard. So tell me which Clone Wars and Rebels episodes to avoid so I don't waste my time. Almost any episode with Jar Jar in the Clone Wars, but I would have to look something up to see. Are we getting lag again? Are we getting lag again? Those empty shelves are why Toys R Us is out of business. It's your fault, Jeremy, says Paul B. It's not lagging on my end, so I don't know why it's lagging on everyone else's end. So I keep getting the F symbols, so everybody's like F. Let's see. Obi-Wan 27883, would you rather have the full powers of Blade, including weakness and morality, or be a fully trained Jedi Master, and why? Discuss. That's a great question. I think I would like to live forever, man. I think I would like to live forever. So I'm gonna have to go with Blade probably because but you know, the thing about having the thing about living forever is that everyone you know is going to pass, and you're going to eventually grow up. You're going to eventually be alive to be super lonely and very depressed at that standpoint. But the thought of never ever having to die is actually pretty cool. So I'm going with that one. So living forever is a curse, not a gift. And that's the point I'm trying to make. But it's still pretty cool. So is Blade not immortal? I thought Blade was immortal. Is he not? I mean, as a vampire, right? I mean, what am I missing there? Trying to see what I'm missing. And I know I got super chats. I'll get to them just a minute. How much credit do you grant the Motley Fool Disney article? I don't know what you mean by that. Hang on. So Blade is mortal. Okay. So if Blade is mortal, then that kind of changes my answer. So young forever, yes, but he's aging. I'm trying to read these comments to keep up. So he ages slower. Blade is now a pansexual in MCU and hates. Oh man. Okay, so if Blade's not immortal, then I would obviously see. I don't want to be the Jedi. Live this code that I don't like. I can't live a code like the Jedi. I can't have all that, like no personal attachment, no feelings. I probably still have to go with Blade just because being a Jedi is all about following rules, and I don't like to follow rules. I don't like to do that stuff. So I'm still gonna have to go with Blade in that aspect. So. All right, Jeremy says, what is your favorite kung fu flick, and what version of The Undertaker is your favorite? I like the Satanic version, and that is nowadays that wouldn't fly. I honestly couldn't name a kung fu flick. I can only talk about kung fu back on the NES. I know it's not a flick, that's a video game. Never really been a kung fu guy. And as far as my favorite version of The Undertaker, I'm going to have to go, man, just the early days of The Undertaker, back when he started walking that rope, holding that person's hand, when he literally kicked out of like everything that time that he fought Hulk Hogan in the early days, when he still had he didn't have his hair in his face, where his hair was still behind him. You could see his white face. Those early 3 or 4 years of the Undertaker, when Paul Bearer would come out there with him, that's my favorite version of the Undertaker, because I was truly terrified of that version of the Undertaker. More awesome metal. What do you feel when Disney shut down the Clone Wars in 2013, having season 6 unfinished and only having 13 episodes? I'm actually happy with overall. I'm happy with how the Clone Wars ended with season 5 because of that Ahsoka cliffhanger. I just thought it was really well. I liked how it felt, and the lost episodes were good as long as you don't watch the Mace Windu Jar Jar arc. And the stuff with Yoda towards the end of those lost episodes are great, but looking back on it, I'm actually kind of happy with how the Clone Wars ended and leaving us with those cliffhangers. So, the DJD show, thank you for the super chat. The Mr. Pete channel, Cousin Jay, only 413 watching. I'm concerned, friend. I didn't put a super clickbaity title into it. That's why. Axel Jensen, every time I watch the Clone Wars, I can't help but see the clones as dog people. Anakin literally called his commander Rex. They're good boys. Matt Twain, I'm going to Sonic. Need anything? Later go Vols. Yes. What are they? The chili cheese coney. I could use a chili cheese coney. So, IP Man. I've never even seen IP Man. Never even seen it. So, Bruce Wayne, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I never really watched, I've seen like Rush Hour and all that stuff, but I've never been a Kung Fu guy. Sorry. I'm not saying I have anything against them. I've just never really watched them. So I know everybody says Altered Carbon. I know everybody wants me to watch Altered Carbon. So, yeah, Joe Voss says, tip for the new Clone Wars watchers, follow the official chronological order release. It's confusing in a release order. Type clone under Clone Wars chronological order on Google, and he's right. If you watch the Clone Wars in the official order, it will make you like go, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? It's so confusing. I know people that prefer to watch it like that still, but you need to watch it. You need to Google it and watch it the correct way, or you're going to be confused for those first couple of seasons. So, a lot of people really like Altered Carbon. I'm shocked at that. So, all right. Do we have any? Let's see. Try to find it. A lot of people, man, are hyping up IP Man. So. Yeah, I just have never ever been a kung fu guy. You know what? Would Best of the Best be considered a kung fu movie? Do you guys remember Best of the Best? Let's see. I've got you, Jason Gamers decals. Jeremy, check your email. Haha, your email is your bane. I know. Do you guys remember Best of the Best? Best of the Best was awesome. Does that qualify as kung fu? Because if that does, I love me some Best of the Best. That movie, those movies were all great. So I'm not a hockey fan, Jason Derrick. No, I watched hockey a little bit, but never would consider myself a hockey fan. Best of the Best, so great. Like those were so great. All right, so now you guys are reminding me of some other stuff that I might have seen. So I have seen Bloodsport. So yeah, so those are a few movies that I have seen. So I guess I do have a little bit of knowledge, but not enough to be educated on it. Bruce Wayne, what do you think about the MCU coming out and catering to the LGBTQ? I mean, specifically, I don't know what you're talking about. So. I mean, are you talking about the MCU? Are we talking about Captain Marvel? Are we talking about the comments made by Brie Larson? What it specifically? Because at this point, and then we've got the Kevin Feige comments where he's talking about making sure they're going to hire a Whammon director. So we've got those things, but those are really like vague in the big scheme of things. So I just want to know specifically what we're talking about. So. Let's see. Hingle McCringleberry says, dude, I'm not a kung fu guy either. IP Man is the shizzle. All right, I will watch it. I will watch it. You guys are giving me so many things to watch. you know, you're going to cut down on the live streams if you keep telling me to watch all this stuff. At some point, I'm going to have to start watching them. So, Jeremy, I saw Revenge of the Sith recently with my girl, and it was epic. Yes, Revenge of the Sith is amazing. It's so good. So good. Watch Walker, Texas Ranger, Jeremy. Dun, dun. Okay, R. Kelly, IP Man and The Expanse. Go. Do you want me to go right now? I have to leave right now. I'm waiting for you guys to give me something to talk about. Probably gonna wrap it up here in about 10 minutes so I can go watch something on TV. Probably just gonna sit there and watch ESPN continue to talk about LeBron in LA just because I don't know why. I just like watching it. So, Jeremy, are you a Chuck Norris fan? Seems like you would be. I mean, I like Chuck Norris. More so about maybe the memes and the jokes than anything. But yeah, I have nothing against him, but I'm not a mega fan or anything like that. So, let's see. Hingle McCringleberry, do a live commentary with us, fool. I can do that. I can do some live commentary. You want me to do that on the ESPN? I don't think you guys want me to do that with ESPN. Alien or Predator, Jeremy? What do you like more? That space alcoholic? That's a good question. I mean, the first Predator movie was the only one I liked out of really all the Predator movies. God, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm gonna have to say Alien. Alien over Predator. I had to think about it, but yeah, Alien over Predator. They were both great, so no doubt about it. So The Last Samurai. Now that's a good one right there. That's a good one. The Last Samurai was actually good. Tom Cruise, that was a great movie. Joseph Wallace says, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thanks, G&G. Peace out. Man, I just thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. Means so much to hear people say that. So yeah, that means a lot to me, Joseph. So I sincerely appreciate that. And I hope you have a great day. And thank you for being supportive. And thank you for your kind words. Jeremy, Alien or Aliens? So I think I like Aliens more. I like Aliens more than Alien. Both are great, but Aliens is a little more fast paced. Dylan Krubel says, you're great, Jeremy. Thank you. The DJD show says Aliens. Yeah, I'm an Alien. I like Aliens over Alien. So so basically it's like everything over The Last Jedi. Cecil or Alien? Darth Conicus, just wanted to say hi and what you're my favorite. I look forward to your live streams, Darth Conicus. You're always super supportive, Darth. And yeah, I just you know, I don't know. I don't know that I completely deserve the compliments and everything, but I promise you guys that I take them seriously, and I just want to continue to work hard and get better, produce good content for you guys every single day, and just let you know that it means a lot to me. I know that it's all good, Darth. I got the gist of what you're saying, and I want to make sure we're evolving this channel. I don't want to get complacent. I don't want to get comfortable. I want to continue to be paranoid every day, because I do feel paranoid every day that I wake up and I'm like, nobody's going to watch us. Nobody's going to watch this channel. Nobody's going to care. And so I really do appreciate it. So Terminator 1 or 2, Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is one of the greatest films ever made. So Terminator 2 is easily one of the greatest films ever made. So Nicholas Glenn hung out with Ric Flair, Eric Bischoff, Randy Orton, Batista, Chris Jericho, and several others at a bar in Huntsville, Alabama back in 2007. Talked politics with Rick and Eric, and they were buying me 7 and 7 drinks. Nicholas, that sounds like a hell of a night right there, especially in Huntsville, Alabama. So Abundance says, Jeremy, you're my 7th favorite YouTuber. I'll take 7th. I'll take that. I really will. Let's see. Hey, Jeremy, you're something like a Star Wars Rebel leader. Well, again, thank you. Really do appreciate that. So please don't take all my comments seriously. I don't. I know I can tell when you're being sarcastic. Someone says Boogie2988 or Francis Boogie2988 for sure. So Mark Chambers, shut up, you deserve it. You're the only one I got out of my way to make sure I can watch on live stream Dr. Pepper on me. Mark, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Jeremy, favorite guilty pleasure movie? Favorite guilty pleasure movie? Probably Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because I know that nobody likes that movie, and I know it's not good. I know it's really bad. It's really bad, but there's something about that movie, and then the time frame it came out, and I was playing Mortal Kombat a lot at that particular time, and it has Cyrax in it and all those guys. I haven't seen it forever. Jesus Christ, I haven't seen this movie forever. Like I can hardly remember it, but I know when I watched it last that I really just enjoyed it. So I know it's terrible. I know it's terrible. I know. But that's why it's a guilty pleasure. So let me see. Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Growing up, I preferred Elm Street, but as I got older, I preferred Jason over Freddy. So Sanja Straight Mata. This is one YouTube community I actually like interacting with. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you so much. That's I love knowing that our community is holding themselves up to a certain standard. That's awesome. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, Friday the 13th. I'm gonna have to pick because I mean the Camp Crystal Lake aspect, the music, all that stuff, man. The hockey mask. I'll say this: I love Freddy versus Jason. I love that movie. Freddy versus Jason was so good. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or the other shit. Tobey is my Spider-Man. So I'm a huge Tobey Maguire fan, and I think highly of his Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man 2. So yeah, no doubt. And I think Tom Holland's great, but I do not like Garfield. Did not like Garfield at all. So favorite Batman is Christian Bale's Batman, easily. So ever play Killer Instinct? I did play Killer Instinct back in the day. I did. That was man, that game was huge back in the day. It was short-lived, but it did make a pop. So Halloween or Friday the 13th, got to go with Halloween, but both great. So Ultra Combo. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. So I'm going to go chill. Actually, no, I'm going to plan out tomorrow's video, and then I'm going to get ready for EBS's live stream. So, so I can see what's going on, and make sure you guys tune in so we can see what all is happening. And go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that has joined. You are all amazing. All of your nice words and your compliments, telling me I'm your favorite YouTuber, or even if I'm in your top 10 or your top 5 or your top whatever. R. Kelly says Keaton is Batman. Bale is Batman. No, Jeremy is not up on his anime. So if anybody's asking me anime questions, I don't know. And so I thank you all again for joining and being supportive. And I'll see you all again very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Hell, I may go live again tonight for all we know. I may just turn the camera on and go live at 2 o'clock in the morning just for the hell of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, but you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you later as soon as I can end this bad boy. All right. Bye, guys.